Ekeler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hoping to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Room here to run. Loose inside the 30.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry for the forward first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon, and he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To the air again, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 50, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chargers, 0.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. Going to be complete to his. He is going to have the Chargers. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Will stop just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10. That's their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this,
touchdown, Chargers! Drilled over a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
and you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. It's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, that's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josey Jewell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. There's the sneak with Wilson. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Touchdown! Javonte Williams from 19 yards away. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score. Broncos 38, Chargers 28.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters? Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Herbert
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day,
his 2nd sack of the night.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Under pressure, they got him again. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
John Brown, touchdown LA. It's a punt return score of 70 yards.
And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
wins with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chargers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.
You see, it's two type of people in life.